Hello lovelies, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Linda from the Rosey Life Planner, and if you've been here for a while, you know what I'm gonna say. Hello lovelies! First of all, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, because I actually didn't see you right before Christmas, but Happy New Year. We are now in 2025. So excited because I'm here with my 2025 planner lineup. I know you have been waiting for this for a while. You know that the end of the year is always our busiest time here at the Rosey Life Planner. So what I'm going to do is today is go through my planners for 2025, and I'm also going to set up my planners for January with you. This may be 1 to 3 or 4 videos, but I will break them up into segments, so it's not a 4 or 5 hour long video, but it's gonna be a long one. So grab your coffee, sit down, chill out, get your own planner, and let's set up together. If you're new here, please consider liking and subscribing to the video. It pushes the video out so that more lovelies can find us. And if you've been here for a while and you still haven't subscribed, what are you doing? So listen, let's just get straight into the video. I have all my planners here, and I'm going to give you a little view of what my little setup here is in the sort of corner of our living room. And as I said, get comfortable, let's chill out together for a few hours. So let's go. Okay, lovelies, I have my whole planner lineup here with me, but I think the best thing is to do one by one so there's sort of no confusion. Sorry for the bad lighting at the moment because it's starting to be dark outside and there's like a blue tinge, so I'm trying to light up the space as much as I can, but I don't think the ring lights or anything are helping very much. But this is my A5 life planner and work planner. I decided to switch from my A5 journal and planning all in one to now having an A5 planner and a B6 journal. So this is my A5 planner. So let me show you inside. First of all, the cover is a collaboration cover with our shop from Naya Paperie. The cover itself is a collaboration, and it's a suede, really light pink, I want to say. In the back here I just have some die cuts from our shop. It's like some roses, then I have manifesting my dreams and minding my business, this little bunny die cut, and then in here I have made this from a freebie in our shop. It's like a little letter, and you'll see this theme throughout my planner. This is just a little brain dump notebook that I keep with my planner, and then the main planner. So I will go through what's in my pockets at the end of the video, but let's get into the actual planner, shall we? So I haven't set up the planner yet for January, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I've set up all the main pages of the planner and what sections I have and so on and so forth, and then we'll set up the January sections together. So inside I have a card pocket. So this is just a clear card pocket that used to be with a ring punch here. I basically cut it off, the ring punch part, and just taped it in. This is usually just blank pages, and I used washi tape from our shop to make this design, and it goes the whole way along there. I have in here just a little shabby chic card from the shabby chic box. They're on our website also, the leftovers of the cards. I just love that little desk setup. I also have just a boss lady with gold embossing and a 2025 sticker. I'm likely gonna put my January items here that came in the January kit, so I always leave these kind of blank. Then in the card pocket, what I have is, there's me and my husband together, my friends and I, and my brother and I, and then I just have a card that's from the advent box that says grateful because I'm so grateful for everything in my life, my family, my friends, the Lovelies, this community, everything, and I always want to remember that. So on the opposite side of the pictures, I just have a card which says, beware of what season you are in and give yourself the grace to be there. I really like this quote because like, it's okay that you're having a good season or a bad season, and just it sort of reminds me to be okay with that just to be there, and it's not going to last long whether it's good or bad. I don't know, I just like this quote a lot, so I put it here. I also have one other card from our shop, which is 3 steps to grow oneself: set goals, take action, reflect, learn, repeat. I really like that. This is a card from the advent box, Girl You Got This, and then this is one of the thank you cards you get with your order from our shop. And I always say, hello Lovelies. So this just, every time I say hello Lovelies, I don't know what it is, it just gives me that warm, nice feeling, so I needed to have that card there. So I put that here, and next we go into the actual planner. So on the inner cover, I made a sort of little collage that just says this planner belongs to. This was part of another sticker on the advent box stickers, which I will link everything below for the advent calendar items, and you will see that I just cut that off and the other stickers and stuck them around. I put a doily here, some of the other little stickers, and then these 3 stickers that I had just lying around. I also printed my name on a transparent sticker paper and just stuck it onto the doily. So really simple, but I think it's pretty. Next, I stuck one of the dashboards that came with the advent box, and I sprinkled it with a little bit of gold paint. And we now have these also in A5 in our shop, and I added them now with gold foiling like this, so you're able to get it just as it is now. Next, so I just here added, I have, this page is normally glued a little bit over towards this page, so this harder card is usually like the first page of the planner, and it's usually stuck a little bit extra here, so I pulled it apart. I'm not sure what I'm planning to do, but I just pulled it apart there so that it will lie flat. I like that better than this being like slightly stuck to the edge of that. So I pulled it apart, and I might add a bit of washi or something, but at the moment it looks fine to me. And then I added a little bow here from just some of our sticker sheets. The sticker sheets, because I know I always get questions about the sticker sheets that I'm using in my planner setup, so I'll just gonna show you some of them. So this is the actual sticker sheet, and it comes with bows and then different sort of collections, weekly, daily notes that you can use. So I used one of the bows. And then I have this tabbed off as yearly, because when you pull this tab, I inserted this spread. This is just normally white and pink. And what I did was add some of the florals from the advent stickers and a little bow also. So just to make it on theme with the rest of the planner. I've also made a freebie of this that you can stick into your own planner. So I'll link it below. Next is, I made this was the card that came actually with the planner. I put a little tab on this because it's really handy for keeping your page in whatever day you're on. So here is be the girl who you decide. This was a whole dashboard minus the bow. The bow is from the other sticker sheet again, and this would have been a whole dashboard, but I just cut it out, stuck it down, and then put a bow here. In here I put 2025 dashboard over the year at a glance that's already in the planner, and this is a freebie also, so I'll link it below too. It was part of the advent box freebies. Next is this. Only when I prioritize my own well-being can I give my best to others. This is something that I'm really working on this year. I tried it so much last year and just didn't succeed at all. But this year I really need to try to remember to take adequate rest and to say no to some things. I definitely overworked myself a little bit in 2024 and had some unnecessarily stressful times. I was getting over a miscarriage and I should have known to look after myself better, but I didn't, and I worked and yeah, I just want to remind myself that I can only give my best when I actually am at my best. So yeah, and I wrote myself a little letter here, dear 2025 Linda, and I signed it 2024 Linda, and I just typed this up in Canva and printed it out, and it's just a little letter to myself to keep going and to not let the actions of others affect me and that sort of thing. So just a little note to myself. Then here is a little vision board that I did. The vision board is basically just a very simple one. I want to this year romanticize the things in my life. I want to make average days more amazing by just adding a bit of pizzazz. Like, it's okay to have, you know, your coffee out of a wine glass, or, you know, just the simple things of staying in bed a little bit longer with your husband and working a little bit later instead. So just not to be so rigid. Also, I want to remember, I put this here, I'm the boss, because sometimes I'm really soft. I don't know how to say this, soft. I can be a little bit of a pushover and I think that got me into trouble a few times in 2024 where I wasn't taken too seriously about things. So I'm really trying to tell myself that I really need to stand up for myself more. I need to stand up for what I want in life, and I also want to stand up for my boundaries, like that, okay, this is my limit. So that is what this sort of means to me. Also, I want to work on my marriage. Just last year we didn't spend a lot of time together. We went through a miscarriage just at the end of 2023. It was our first time ever getting pregnant through IVF, and we had tried a lot of times. Actually, I've lost count at this point, but yeah, it was a really hard time. And going into the next year, we were so busy during 2024 with work, and then Hannes's mom had started working with us, and then my brother came over, and we just lost sight of everything to do with ourselves. And during the end of 2024, I had a huge stress with things that were happening on YouTube and different things like that. I think I mentioned it in other videos, and I think it was the most stressful I'd ever been. And I realized that I'm not paying the attention to my marriage, to the things that are mattering most to me, and I was giving my energy to something that really didn't deserve my energy. So that is a reminder to me to remember that how important my marriage, my life with my husband is, and my family. And then I just have this little thing here: pray, set goals, make a plan, work hard, succeed, thank God, be humble, repeat. This means a lot to me too. I really think being humble is like a necessity. I'm not quite a show off myself. I'm quite humble, but it's nice to be reminded of that. And then the goal is to make an impact, an income while making an impact. I've said this before, but one of the things with my shop is that if I could do this job, I would do it for free. And unfortunately, it's just not how the world works, and we can't like give everything away for free. But if I could, I would. And I want to remember to love my work, love my business like that. And yeah, so this is just to remind me to love what I do and to make an impact. And just, you don't need to have millions, you just need to have enough to survive and love what you do. Like, life is too short to be running after just big goals, new car or anything. It's just about relaxing, taking your time and enjoying the process. And I love that I work with my family, and that is the best reward of it all. I get to do what I love and I work with my family, so there is nothing better than that. So that's what my vision board is about. Also, I have some here about some nice florals, and then writing and reading. They're things that I really want to do. I have a picture of a home up here that I really want to organize my home. Just different things like that that I wanted to sort of have a vision of what I want for 2025. So I put that next to the letter, and together that's sort of my vision board. Next, we are on to, this is usually the yearly goal section, but I don't use it for yearly goals. I tend to do my goals in a quarterly fashion, or I do them sort of in the quarterly section. So for this one, I have added here important dates, and I plan to fill this out with people's birthdays, also different things like appointments that are really important. I have IVF coming up. I have different things like that that I just want to put the date and what's happening. Also holidays from any of our suppliers, different things. So that's what I'm planning to do in there. Next is my index section. Last year I was kind of raging that I used this as a tracker. Yeah, and then I couldn't find any of the information that I needed. So this year what I'm planning to do is write the key thing that happened that day, and just mark it here. If nothing happened, then I can leave it blank, or there's no information that I need on that page. But let's say there is some number that I need on that page, so I'll write here Joanne's number or different things like that. So I can go back on the 17th of January. I go to January, I go to the 17th, I have the information. So that is what I'm using this for this year, and I have tabbed it off with a little icon of a paper clip. And there's 2 pages, so there's January to March, April to June, July to September, and October to December. Next one is my actually yearly trackers. I have a lot more trackers going on in my health planner, but for my actual work and life planner, I'm tracking 3 things yearly, and they are 3 things that are sort of with my goals, in line with my goals. So this year I really want to be more social, as in I want to be more on Instagram with you guys. I want to share more behind the scenes, and that sort of thing. So I just want to track here whether or not I've posted today or not. In here I have my mood, and I really want to keep correlation with what's going on between my mood and how much sort of social media I'm like. For instance, if I have 10 ticks here, it means that I've probably been more social than I probably should be, or I'm spending too much time on this and my mood has dropped, or you know what I mean. But then when I haven't gotten to post or be online a lot, does it affect also my mood? So I sort of wanted to look at that, and then also my work hours. So I'm going to keep a track and then add them up at the end of each month to know how many hours I worked in the year. On the right here I have my planning routine. It's a dashboard from our shop, but I'm gonna link it as a freebie. Here is all the things. It has daily, weekly, monthly and quarterly, different things that you need to do to keep up with your planning routine. Next, below that, I just have this beautiful dashboard from our shop too. It's this beautiful office setting, and it's pink, of course. So all of these stickers, I basically just type them out in Word, in Canva, and then I printed them on sticker paper. That was it. They're not any stickers from our shop. They're basically, I just printed them out. So the next page I have sectioned off with a bow, which is my goals. So I want to be able to just lift the tab and it's in my goals section. I haven't filled this out yet because they are quite personal. As I did say to you, some of the goals that I'm already trying to do, I can talk more about my health goals and that in my health planner, but business wise and life wise, it's just to spend more time with my family this year. With the business wise, I want to make sure that I'm being social, but also not overly social, because the problem is sometimes I don't get back from the office till 10, then I'm online on Instagram till 12 or 1, and I'm not getting enough sleep. So I need to find some work-life balance, and that's going to be my challenge for this year. So this is basically my quarterly goal section, and I'm going to fill out all the things that I want to do in this section. So here is January. I haven't done anything yet, but I have tabbed off my monthly section with monthly tabs and my weekly section with a weekly tab. I've also used Rosey Posey tabs. So if you see here, let me see. Try to get them to focus. Yeah. So monthly, weekly, and January, February, and I plan to then just have my daily sections with the other tabs. And then on the top here, you will see I have, if you can see, yeah, I have reference at the back. I'll show you what that's for. I also have here like my trackers, yearly, my little paper clip and little bow section, and then I have the little today tab on the card that I showed you. This card is basically just the card that came free with our planners this year, and you can just tab it off and use it as a page marker. So in the back here we have some note pages, and what I did was I made a collections page. This sticker again is from this sticker sheet. We have them in several colors in the shop, and this one is in gold. I have a sticker from the February kit which nobody has yet, so don't panic if you see this sticker. Yeah, and it's just a collection of books and some florals. I put a little doily and another bow here, and in here I'm planning to just keep information about books or anything that I'm reading, podcasts, something related to work or my life. And then at the back here I have just this little dashboard that says stretch, breathe, repeat, do it for you. It's another dashboard from our advent box, and I have a little card here that just says I love me. It's one of the freebies from last year in our shop. Yeah, so that is my current setup and how it's looking so far. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up my month for January in my monthly section, and then in my weekly section I have my January items inside of, don't ask me how I figured this out, but a B6 cover, like jelly cover, fits all our January stickers. So you're able to put your January kit in a B6 cover and just slip it in the back of your planner. Hallelujah. I thought I had such a brainwave when I did that. Anyway, so I'm going to take out my stickers. Let me put them over there because I don't know. I think, because you know me, I love to have a darker color going along there, so I think I'm going to do a bit of white out on that. I have my white out. Yep. And what are we going to do, lovelies? So first I'm going to speed you up because I don't think there's any point for you to watch me add the stickers. So just give me a moment. So that is my little January set up. Next, let's put some washi down. I think I'm gonna do this one. Or let me see, I have some of the vellums. What do we have? Because we do have quite a big area over here that I might take. I'm going to take this piece here. So if you saw my Instagram stories, you know what happened to my vellum. I went outside to take some pictures of the kid. I feel so stupid saying this. And I stood under a tree and a big dollop of snow came right down on top of my kit, and now I have some crusty vellums. I will tell you, definitely not what I had in mind. But they're really crinkly because they got wet, but they do the job. So I think this is what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna take a piece off the end here so that it doesn't quite go up as far as I did. Yeah, so it doesn't eat into the boxes so much. And then on this side I'm going to take just a bit more off. Yeah, that's perfect now that it's not too much. I'm going to take one of my glue pens and I'm going to glue this down. Okay, you're not working. Yeah, now you are. Okay, just going to pop this down here. Oh, it feels so good to just be like journaling and planning again in a new planner. Like, you know, I love my old planners, but as the year comes to an end, I don't know if anybody else feels like this. Do you get like sort of like, oh, I can't wait to get in, you know, you get itching to the new, you want to get into the new planner, and that's definitely me for sure. So I'm just thinking, could that, what could we do? I don't want to go too wild in my work planner because I need space to actually use the work planner. Let's see, what am I? I really like this roof top. Yeah, still trying to figure out what I want to do. Too hard. Yeah, I think I'm going to use a piece of washi along the bottom. I really like framing, so I'm going to start there. Just like that. Then right. Again. Oh, it fits perfect. And I'm gonna just take this little piece of it from here. Oh, it's so satisfying to take the sticker off. Oh, I love that. Yep, that's kind of my jam. And then I think I might bring a bit of glue in, maybe with the butterfly. Just like, yeah. So that is my spread for January in my work and life planner. What I'm going to do now is just take a pen and write in any things that I know I have on those dates. Let me just check. So I know some things. Let me see. On the 22nd, I have my nail appointment. I was thinking that along the bottom will be things to do with my normal life, normal life, and then above and the middle will be like, above will be like something I need to remember, whether it be a birthday or a deadline, and then some actual like event in the daytime will be there. I wonder, yeah, I'm gonna write here on the 22nd, I have nails, and that's at 18. We're in military time, so 6 o'clock. And then I have to finish my March design. Deadline is on the 6th, so I'm just putting that there as something that I need to remember. So I'm trying to do that along the top of each box will be something that is important to that day, a birthday, or like a deadline, and then the middle sort of an event, if it's taken up the whole day, for instance we're on holiday or something, and then if it's like times I need to be somewhere along the bottom. So far that's all I have for March, but that will change because I have to launch these videos, different things like that. But I also need to just first sit down and write all those things out in my brain dump, and then I put them in here. So I'm going to pop down from the mini icon sheet. I'll just make sure that you're in focus again. and I'm just going to put a little icicle there. Okay, and on the top, along the side here, I want to where have I put my little sticker sheet? Just a little one. Where is the sticker sheets when you want them? So I usually have my little, so I'm gonna have it in matte here, but I don't know where my clear matte went, so I'm just gonna put for this month here. And I love to just sort of brain dump everything that I need to get done in the month. I might just pop it there. And I like to just brain dump it all down here and then fill that in going forward. I think that's all I want to do with my monthly section. I don't think I want to fill it up because it's going to fill up. As I said, this is my whole work and personal planner, so it will fill up more than this. But I think that's how, yeah, that's how I want it for now. And then I can change something if I want to come back to it. So then my first week in my new planner, when I was a little bit thinking of how I want to use my weekly spread, because the thing is I did have a journal and a planner in one last year, so this was sort of my layout. Last year was a major to-do list and then a sort of journaling aspect to the weekly, but this time I want it to be really functional. So what I was thinking to do, and what I did in my planner with some empty spreads, I tried out some different layouts, and I really was inspired by one creator who I think her name was on YouTube was Plan to Create, and I came up with a spread that was kind of like this. I did a few different ones, but it was sort of just me breaking down a to-do list into different categories here. What I ate, sort of my day, and then just my social media, which is a big part of what I want, and then important things to do that day. So I think I sort of did like this sort of section, but instead I still wanted to continue my day down and write here more what I did in the evenings. And then if I did my self-care, I put a little heart, that sort of thing. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do for my first week. Of course, the first week in your planner, you're still trying out new formats. Some of these items I made as freebies for the advent box, and I will also add this as a freebie. I printed it out on sticker paper and I'm just going to cut around them and add them to my page. I'm going to probably use the pink ones. I'll use the black too, and I made numbers for the week. And as I said, I'm going to link to the freebies down below, and you can also use them to decorate your planner. But let me see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna decorate along the 6 o'clock line, I think, because that's the time in the morning that I generally do my self-care, go for a walk, that sort of thing, and I start work at 10. So yeah, I'm gonna put some washi down first. What washi shall I use, and what washi kind of goes with this theme. Let me see. I think we have the thinner washi sheets, or we have that type. So I need it to go from about 6 o'clock to 8. So let's see. I put it on 8. It goes just above 6, but I think I'm going to make it a straight line. So what I'm going to do is use my little paper cutter, and I just want to show you that this was one of the reasons I added this in to the advent box, is so that you can actually cut your stickers with it too. Let me first line this up. So it cuts your sticker off just like this, so you can actually have a flat piece of sticker if you want. I'm gonna line this up again just to see. Okay, I want it a little bit thinner. Stick it back in. Stick it back in. It would have been easier if I had just made it the size the first time. Here's me talking to myself as usual. Nothing new. So we have made some straight washi, and that is going to go along right there. Okay, so then I'm going to cut it where I need to, which is right there. Okay. I always get questions about these scissors. They are from, they were in the Dreams Do Come True box, and I think we might have 1 or 2 pairs left in the shop, or we might not. But yeah, they are from that box. Thought I would answer that now while I had them in my hand. So the whole point of sort of sectioning this time off is to also tell my brain that it's okay, you don't have anything scheduled there, because I have a problem with overdoing it with everything, and I need to sort of, I don't know if any of you get this, but for instance, I don't give myself the time because I constantly think that, oh, I have to be doing something else, and instead of just taking care of myself, I'm like rushing trying to do other things, when if I would just schedule that time in, I would have the time, if you know what I mean. It's just, this is so that I see in my calendar that I have this time to take. So that's why I sort of put this, now that I'm trying to make these boundaries for even myself, that I start to take that time in the morning, that you don't have a rush to go anywhere. You should just do your self-care and look after yourself. So that, I know that might sound a little bit crazy to some people, but for me, I have a real problem with taking time for myself, and I really need to work on, I really need to work on that. So that's what I'm going to do for this year. That was my promise to myself. So I'm going to do the same with this washi sheet, because this one's not long enough, but I'm going to use this to just mark how thick I need. So so that I don't need to cut blindly. Just gonna mark this. So I just put a little line here, and just gonna open this up, and going to put a line right there, and zip magic. Let's done. Just roll the pen away. And we go across again. Right there. I think I went just a slight bit wonky. Sometimes when I'm using paper cutters, I always forget to hold the actual paper in place. So I end up taking a bit of one. Oh, maybe I will use, because this one is really hard with smaller pieces, I'll use my big clunky paper cutter to just take the edge off this. This one is sort of like a guillotine style, but it's a pain to take in and out of everywhere, sort of gets caught. So I love the convenience of just the smaller A5 one. You can sort of take it in your caddy with you. Okay, so we're on the right size now, I think. Okay, and then I love the little sparkles of rose gold. And I'm sorry if I'm so quiet while I'm doing things, because there's just sometimes that, you know, you need to focus on actually getting the washi onto the line. Oh. I've noticed that planning when you're planning on video is a lot harder than just planning by yourself. So I understand why a lot of creators who do planning videos, they do like voiceovers, but I prefer to sort of just chat with you while I'm doing it too. So it's sort of hard to know, isn't it? which is best. Let me know what you prefer. That's not saying that I will be doing voiceovers. They are a little complicated for me, who's not a whiz kid in the tech world. So we finally got our washi tape down. Yay! And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start just laying out the lines and things that I want. So I'm going to get my ruler and a pencil. Do I have my pencil here? I don't. Okay. So I'm going to turn my planner to the side, and 10 o'clock is when I start work officially. So that's basically what I saw in that girl's plan to create, that she sort of has her time that she starts work, and that's the time that she sort of committed to be somewhere. And that's sort of where I wanted the idea to come from. Also, that I'm like, I'm committed to work at a certain time. So before that is sort of the time that I can use for self-care or for posting on social media or doing the things that I actually really enjoy doing, spending time with my family in the mornings too, some mornings. Okay. So now I've got my schedule line, and let me show you why I made these. So as you can see, it says schedule here, and I made this sheet, and basically what I just need to do is cut around it. We do sell some stickers with scripts in the shop, but if you have the capability to stick or to print on sticker paper, it is also working. So I put my schedule sticker right down on the line, and I was thinking, I know in the plan to create video, she sort of had a sticker on every. I prefer to just use one sticker and to know that that line sort of means my work line. And because it's pencil, I can rub it out when I don't have work. So then I also printed out these stickers, which are like, there's 53 of them for the weeks of the year. And I really wanted to have like a weekly sticker, just to tell me what week we're in. So I think, I'm trying to think, will I use this or will I use, I also printed out these ones. And in this one, just thinking, where would I place it? Perhaps over here. Yeah, I might use this sheet. This is also a freebie, and it was in one of the advent folders. I can't remember what day from the advent it was, and it's basically an A5 sheet, and you just print it out to size. Remember to choose always actual size when you're making anything from a freebie folder, because that keeps the original size of the file. And then you can just cut around them when you need them, and you just stick on, you can print on whatever sticker paper works for you best. But I was thinking I'll just place them here so that each week I can just flip here to what week it is. In Europe, we use a lot of weeks, week 1, week 2, and when somebody says like, how about we see in week 4 or something like that, so you can flip to week 4. So yeah, rather than the actual date. So that helps to have those when you are living in Europe. So my work day is usually till 6. So I'm going to pencil that in also, because of course I am a shop owner, so that does change sometimes with things that need to be done, or things that some places you need to go instead. So I'm going to pop that in. Just like that. And then in here is like my chill time, and I also, where did I put, yeah, I put home, so I have my little home sticker also. And as I said, these stickers, I will actually make them live and put them into the same folder as the advent folder, so you'll be able to find them below the video. So at 6, I just pop this along the 6 o'clock line, and then that is now schedule and home line. So that tells me my work hours are between 10 and 6, and it just makes me to schedule my time a lot better. And then around the 9 o'clock line is when I start to prepare for bed. So from that 6 to 9, I'm making dinner, we're eating, we're watching something, but at 9 then it's time to start winding down. And usually that's when I'm brain dumping and taking a shower and that, just that kind of thing. I made a crooked line. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, my eraser. So, this is just one of those mechanical pencils that okay. Then we do the same on the other side. And during that time is like my home time, is sort of like what I'm calling it. In my home time, as I said, we're making dinner, we're sitting watching our shows, we're watching a movie, and then around 9 o'clock we sort of naturally start to wind down, take a shower, bring the dogs out, that type of thing. So between these 3 hours we're usually home, and then we start to wind down. Then I have a little space here between 9 and 10, and that's sort of where I want to put like time for self-care or relationship time, or anything where is part of my goals, to sort of spend a little bit more time on myself, on like just being with each other. I mean, like really being with each other, with honest, that type of goals. So if we have that sort of time, I'll just put a heart here. If we have like where it's just it sort of blended in with the home time, I'll erase this line and write what we were doing there. Yeah, so that's the whole point of that sort of line. Next, what I want to do is I'm gonna put a little bit of washi tape here, I think. Bum, 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 bum. Just along there. And I think we need to size it. Bum, bum. So when I was also making my plan for what I want from this planner, I really wanted to make sure that I'm utilizing the planner for what it's supposed to be used for, and that's like to help me with my goals, to help me get my life on track, that sort of thing, rather than just filling it with like memories. This is an actual planner, and I want to use it to plan, where my journal is for just putting down stickers and that sort of thing. This I want to use for my more functional planning, so that I can keep my life on track, where last year I was sort of bouncing between my journal, and sometimes I leave my journal somewhere, or I'm at the office and my journal's at home, and it was just a sort of a mess. So this one I want to catch, it has to be a catch-all. Yeah, and let's see. Yeah, so in the next sections, what I want to do is so I planned to have a top 3 every week, which means just the top 3 things that I really want to work on that particular week. So things I really want to get done. So it might be go to the gym 3 times, or it might be finish the March kit designs, or like this sort of idea. For that, I'm going to put top 3 things here. Top. This is the thing when you have to cut stickers out. What I'm doing right now, I'm cutting them out by hand, so they are a little bit more. I might make stickers in the future for this reason, but for right now, this is what I've got, and this is sort of the system that I want to have, and I don't have the time at the moment to make stickers, cut files for stickers. So that's why I also made this just sheet of stickers. So I'm just putting a little bit of deco around the top 3 to just highlight it a little, show it's important. So that's my top 3, and for my top 3 I'm just going to list 1, 2, 3, just like that. And then my next thing is my shop and personal hours. So that is something that I really needed to start tracking this year. Something that was really important to me, because last year I have really overworked myself. Some hours working 18-hour days, and just really running myself and my health down. So I really need to get that in check, and just have to make the tough decision to do less of things that are maybe taking too much time from the thing, like, if you know what I mean. We recently discontinued customized dashboards because we were just spending like enormous amount of hours at the office, even though we take a huge hit to our revenue on that. But we have to think about our own mental health and just feeling good throughout the year and maintaining feeling good. So where there's the shop and personal hours, then there will be 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. And underneath there will be a little line. Okay, so let me show you what I have so far. So I'll bring this rough guide over. So we have the top 3. We have, this is how I plan on tracking my shop and personal hours. We have like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I plan on not working any more than 10 hours. And if it goes over to 10, that means it's like off the scale. So it's a it's a maximum. And then I'm now going to add the different sections that I'm going to use to sort of separate my to-do list every week. So I'm going to pop my line down. I might actually use, where is my little, guys, I promise you, the worst for me is the mess that I make while I'm planning. Maybe let me know down in the comments, is lives something you would like to do? Because for me, I don't have really a problem of making live videos. I'm not like scared to be on live with you all. So I'm just wondering, would it be something that you would enjoy, and then I wouldn't have to edit as much, that I could just do these sort of videos on a live. We choose a time which sort of best suits everybody, and of course I could then just make the live that you can see it afterwards. Could that be an option? Let me know in the comments, is it something that you would like? So I'm just gonna draw here a line. So when I was choosing these markers for the advent kit, I chose them from my supplier's catalog items, and when I saw them I knew these are our markers, because they just suit so much all our colors that we use sort of on nearly everything in the shop, so I had to bring them. So if you got an advent calendar, I'm pretty sure you have already seen the reason why. So here is this, and this sort of suits, as you can see, really well. And then I'll use the same marker like to mark in my work hours. So I'm going to then use these. As I said, I'm going to pop these stickers down to sort of separate my to-do lists each week. And I would say these will narrow down. I took a lot of ideas from that plan to create, but then sort of customize the sections to best suit my needs and my shop, etc. So we have priorities. So we are currently in the midst of moving to our upstairs new office, and we should be moved up by early next week, but it is absolutely crazy now. That's why it's so hard to get filming, and then the process to just edit the video and all of that. It's just really long. You know, there's one thing we see online, all these beautiful spreads and layouts, and we buy a bunch of stuff that might not actually suit our planning style, and then you're stuck with them. So the best way is to try it out as cheaply as possible first, and then invest if you think it's what is needed for you. So lovelies, there is my spread for week 1 in my work planner, or yeah, my work planner. But down here, because it's a to-do list, I don't have much space for decorating, but I want to put a few little things in here. Wednesday was the 1st and we are now on the 3rd, so I want to put something, because we went the other day to ice dip in the river, or not in the river, at sea, and it was cold. So on Wednesday, what did I do? I have my everything wrote down. The 1st of the month, I always have the main priority of that day is to launch the new kit. So what I want to do is put on the top line, which would be like a friend's birthday or something personal, and then the other 2 lines are for the shop. So I'm going to put the shop in and put March kit live, and to mark that, I'm just going to pop on a little, maybe a little snowflake, just a little one. So I also did that. So yeah, that was done. I also posted on social media, which this is what this area is for anything that I really want to work on. I mean, like social media, on YouTube, different things like that, because I really want to like put out more of my work. I want to put out more of my planning, because that is where my passion lies. So I decided to dedicate this area here to putting like freebies out, putting like something that I want to do that day. My main focus was to get the March kit out in a IG post. So I just I'll put IG. Okay, and so I put IG for March kit, and that's part of our thing for this year for our business. I really want to post on social media more. I want to post also more behind the scenes, so I'm planning to do something by the end of this week with that also. Then in the afternoon on the 1st, in the morning time, I worked on the kit. And let me get a little Rosey Posey. I have all my Rosey Posey stickers in here. Let me see if I have a little boss lady anywhere. I really need to pop. Yeah, I'm gonna use one of these ones. So we were working from okay, and then in the evening we went to dip ourselves in the lake. And it was about an hour's drive actually away from us here, so we were an hour driving there and an hour back. So I'm gonna put something which represents the cold, because all I can tell you is that I never felt cold piercing my body all over as much as that. That was unbelievable. So I think I could pop this here, because over here I'm planning to just put a little journaling section because it wasn't yet January. So I'm gonna pop that there, I think. And I'm gonna rub out the line from behind it, because the whole evening we were there, and then I cleaned my desk in the evening time. But I think what I'm going to do is pop this here. Yeah, just like that. And I'll write ice swim. And it was, the water was +1 degrees. And I'm just going to put a little arrow, wrong side. Yeah, and anyway, in my journal I will write about the whole thing, but it's just to give an idea of what I was doing. This week my priority was to yeah, I this week have my desk to clean. I had, what else? I had the March kit. I have the March designs to do tomorrow to finish them off. I have, what else? I have to choose the PR team. I have to finish off Priscilla's order. What else do I have to do? Yeah. So far I have cleaned my desk. I have to film setup. And here I am filming the setup, but I have quite a bit left to film, so I'm not sure if I'll get it all completed today, so I will leave it there. But the priorities for the week, I always put it here. This week I wanted to get my filming done. And I also want to get the spring box completed. So when I mean completed, that means that I just have everything chosen, what I want to put in the box, and that I have the items that I need to order. So quite a lot to do. So spring, yes. So that means we will not be having a day off this weekend. But I also need to move upstairs, so I just need to keep that in my mind, because there's some things that I still need to go to buy, like computer desk, that type of thing for the new space upstairs. Yeah, I think that's how we're looking right now. Home this week, to buy, I already bought yesterday, but radiator paint, sandpaper, ongoing, and pencil in. I don't have anything right this moment. I'm pretty sure if I go onto my emails right now, I will have things to write in there. Right now I'm gonna leave that how it is. These are all done already, so I will put an X next to them. Yeah, so that is my current layout. What I'm planning to do is in here is just to write a little bit about the end of the year here, and why I wanted to do the setup. But this is sort of the idea that I had for my weekly setup. I'm not sure if I'm loving this sort of really plain numbers at the top. I'm such an extra person, but this week I'm going to try to roll with it. I'm going to highlight the week that we're in with the same color, and as you can see, the colors just match so well. And I'm going to keep doing this because I think that's really good. And on the days, for instance, this, because yeah, this one, because we went to the lake. Normally if there was something in this day, I couldn't put a big sticker here, but because this part of the planner I'm not using because it's last year, yeah, I'm able to put the big sticker there. And I will fill in spaces where if I just am doing nothing, like on a Sunday, I'm generally not so strict about the thing, so I might use more stickers. But I want, as I said, this has to be functional and it really has to work. So this is my weekly setup, and I hope you got some ideas from it, and that you might actually be able to use some of the freebies that I link below anyway. But that is the setup for that. So let's go and I'll show you, give you an idea of what I'm planning to do in my dailies for my work and life planner. And I got inspo for this for my daily section also, so let's see. So we go into January, and of course we're going to use a dashboard because you know when you know. Let's see. Oh, I really love the bunny from the January kit. That bunny will definitely be used this month. It is just delightful. Yeah, please do not laugh. My vellums also got a right doing in the rain or in the snow. But yeah, so I'm gonna apply this there. Just gonna take off a little bit of the end of this because it's a bit crusty. Just to get the crusty edges off. And last year I noticed that sometimes I let my vellums overlap a little bit, and when the planner got a bit thicker, then they tended to get stuck outside the planner a little bit, because you know the spine gets bigger and it pushes the pages out. So I just want to make sure this time to take a little bit extra off from the edges. I might even take just a tad more. Like, it fits, it's A5, but I just want to make sure that it's not going to be spilling over when the spine gets bigger with time, and it does. My planner for next year is real chunky. She's a chunk. Okay. We did it. Yeah, now we are like, now we're talking. I'll just take some tape. I found this little rolly thing. Actually, I didn't find it. My supplier sent me it. And I was thinking, maybe I need to bring these to the shop because they're super handy. You know, if you don't have a tape dispenser, like, I mean, well, I don't have one here. I have loads at the office. But this is like a little mini tape dispenser on the go. So I'm like, no brainer. So I'm going to first pop this down over here so that it kind of just flips into place, if you know what I mean. Hopefully, that's the plan. Yes, yes, I love it when a plan comes to action. Bring the action. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop down. So it works just like this, and it has this little thing that you pull, and then you, oh, I think it was genius. Like, that is just me though. My supplier sent something and I'm like, oh, how do they think about these things? I'm like, there is an engineer. But let's see if I can manage to get some. The real hard thing is importing to Finland as a company, because you have a lot of things that you need to do to import legally everything, and yeah, so we have to do everything by the book. And as you can have probably already heard about the new laws in the EU, they're quite strict about items here, so we really need to be always careful about what we import and how we import it. So yeah, but if I can get them, I will. They're super amazing, but I'm sure you can probably find them on Amazon. I'm not sure what you would call them, but yeah, if I can bring some to the shop, I will. These glue pens, I know they can be bought in many different places, but a lot of our customers have said just the fact that you can get them from our shop and just add them to your order helps a lot, because then you don't have to go somewhere else and wait on another order. So it's just everything from one. So if I can find them, I will bring it. So lovelies, here is my dashboard. What I'm going to do is I think I'm going to just, actually, I'm going to use my glue pen to stick this down. I like to use the glue pen on the places that I know you won't see it through, so not in an exactly very white area, and then I just fold. So, yep, now we're good. Okay, now we have our January. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. So you might have noticed in your January kit, you had a strip of this vellum. It is the same as the washi tape you would have got if you got our washi advent, but don't fear, if you haven't, you can always use this paper. But what I was thinking to do, oops, I sort of ripped it. What I was thinking to do is to put a strip of this down. Yeah, maybe, I'm not sure yet. Or a strip of it across. Not sure yet. Or will I use some? Yes, I'm going to use a little bit of pet tape. It's blue. So just like that. When you're using pet tape, one little tip: do not throw the sticker away that you got with the pet tape. It holds it closed and you're able to pop it into your drawer and just keep them more organized without them sticking to everything. And if there's extra pet tape around lace, I just like to cut it so that I can write as close to the lace as possible. So I'm not sure what I want to do with this January 1st. It has already passed and I'm not really planning for that day, but I might put some little photo later of the March kit preview, because that's basically what I did on that day, was setting up for the March kit to go live. Don't know if I want it to end there where the date starts, so that I don't have to, maybe, so I don't have to redate the page. Maybe that could work better. Yeah, let's do it like that. Oh, I keep forgetting that I take the planner out of the line with the camera. So let's line this up as best we can. I tend to just like to hold the pet tape a little bit so that it's not as sticky, and I'm just going to place it down along the end of the planner. Ooh, sometimes they can be temperamental. Let's try from this angle. As I said, doing things on camera is just that little bit harder because you always have to keep your planner in frame. Not just that, but you also need to then lean over the desk, because your camera is usually a lot further in the desk than it is on the edge, so you're sort of leaning in to get it. I think this should be yeah, so at least you can see here it's not quite as easy as they make it look. When you see a lot of creators on Instagram in the reels and they're going so fast putting the pet tape down, I'm always thinking, how did you do that? Magic. So As I said, this pet tape is available in our shop. We actually have it in a few colors. Let me show you. Here is the 3 colors, and 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken, were in, one was in Shabby Chic box, and maybe 2 of them were in Advent. I can't remember, or these 2 launched together and this was in the Advent. But we have 3 different ones. They're both the same size and I love them. You can see that I decorated, sorry, my everything is falling apart because I stuck that. I stuck some white one here to give that lace effect over my photos. So you can use it sort of for everything. Here is my January 1st. We're now, as I said, on January 3rd. And what I wanted to show you is somebody who I had taken some inspo from, and I think it was Pens and Pear. God, I'm so bad with names. But let me explain. She has like a little column. I'm gonna do about here. So she has a column on one side where she lists 1, 2, 3 tasks, and when she's done with that, she writes the next 3 tasks. So if she needs to get up or anything, that she then, you know, like is able to continue when she comes back. So I really took inspo from that, because I think with my ADHD, I tend to get up from a task and not remember what I'm doing. So her idea is sort of like, today is Friday. She has a sort of mind map system. I'm going to do it also with that type of system. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna put down a sticker, because I like the problem with my type of planning is that it needs to be creative. I can't just use pen and paper, otherwise I would never use a planner. Call it my ADHD, I'm not sure what it is, but I'm going to put down a sticker, and I'm going to list all the things that I need to do around this thing in categories. So let me do that and I'll speed you up. Okay, lovely. So here is what like I have for today, because today is sort of just a filming day. Mostly some of the tasks is just things because I'm at home, like breakfast, quick tidy, laundry and dinner. I've had breakfast, it's done. Quick tidy, done. Laundry is not done. And yeah, so the prep for YouTube is done, and then emails I've done some, and I've done these 2 things. So this is what Pens and Pear does, sort of separates her tasks into the different categories and then writes a list. And basically she writes here a to-do list based on the things that she needs to do. For instance, like prep for this YouTube video is not just turning on the camera or anything. There's a lot of things that go into the actual to-do list. So I'm just going to write down first like everything that I did to give you an example of what I mean by when the prep is done. So for example, on mine here, I had to get the memory card from the office, I had to charge my batteries, I had to tidy my desk, I had to finish the rest of my setup because it was missing 2 or 3 dashboards from here. I also had to check the lighting because, as you know, the lighting is pretty bad, so I had to get more lighting and do that. And then I don't script my videos, but I try to figure out what I'm going to talk about in the video, so I had to do that. So now I'm filming, so basically the next thing is film. YouTuber who inspired me, this was her kind of layout. She did 3 tasks, 3 tasks, 3 tasks, and it helped her to break down her daily tasks into tasks. So basically on a normal day when I'm going to the office, my 3 tasks would be probably gym, a shower, that sort of thing. But this morning I basically got up, ate my breakfast and all of that. I didn't write them down because I'm just giving you an example. Starting tomorrow I will be writing them down, but that was to just give you an idea, and I'll continue today with anything that I am doing. But what I'm going to do is decorate a little bit more here because I do love to decorate, and I probably will do a little review of my day in regards to just business and that type of thing, because I think they are kind of like important things, like to me at least, that I'm able to look back on. The fire is on right now, so Hannes put it on before he left today, so I think I'm gonna add this little fireplace there. And I wonder if I have just some little piece of ephemera lying around. I have this little pouch that I keep all little pieces of just practical junk, really. So I'm gonna tear just a little bit of this, just to add a bit of depth to the page. Something, yeah, something like that. So what we do here, or maybe, yeah, I'm gonna add it just like that. So I've really gotten into lately just sort of like, I wouldn't say it's junk journaling, but a little bit of just using like every sort of things that I have around, and I kind of like it. I have a little bit of the paper that the kit was wrapped in, so I'm going to use just a little bit of that too. I might just tear it and put it under this to sort of layer with a bit of colors from the kit, just like that. And then I'm going to pop the fireplace on top of those two. Let's give it a bit of, oh, I like that. I like that little touch, because I still want my work planner to be motivational, something that I can, you know, look back on also, and I want it to be still a place that I want to like, that I want to use. Because the problem is, for me, if I don't have something that is sort of like nice to use or interesting, with my ADHD, unfortunately, it means that I'm just not going to use it. So I have to stimulate myself in those ways. So that is how I just dickied up that page a little bit. I will continue writing here today. I'm going to look and see if I have a little bit of something for the top, or I'm wondering if I should put a little quote there, or yeah, I don't think I need that much motivation today, because I just love, I already love designing so much. Like, for me, that's the best part of having a shop, is just the designing part. So yeah, the designing part and the community. Like, you know, I love planning, I love journaling. So when I get to do videos and all of that, and not taxes and the things that make companies boring, that is my favorite part. So today I don't need a lot of motivation, so I won't have a quote, but what I will do is I'll add this little stamp with her little coffee, because I had a coffee earlier. Yeah, so one thing that drives me insane is when a sticker is not level or not even. Drives me insane. Okay, let's fix it. I don't know why it bugs me so much when the sticker goes not level, but it does. So the main thing is that I know that it does. Yeah, so that is, let me see if I can actually zoom you back out because it's a bit close now. So that is my setup for today. Yesterday, let me think about yesterday and see what I can put into the page for yesterday. Yesterday was a pretty day of just shopping and buying the things we need to move upstairs. Yeah, yesterday was packing orders, cleaning the shop. Yeah, maybe I'll back plan in there for that. Yeah, I'll back plan now and I'll just speed you up so you just get to see the spread at the end and you don't have to witness all the brain craziness. Okay, lovely. So this is what I've gotten for Thursday, which was yesterday and today. I'm going to make the little thing from what I done, but there's no point for me to fill out too much because it's already, the day is already gone. But I just want to decorate a little bit because I want to have a pretty planner at the end of the year. So I think I'm just going to add something. I'm going to add something, but I don't know what I'm going to add. Yeah, I think it might actually even be enough. I do kind of like this scene, but I don't want to go too crazy in my work planner because I know too crazy and then too much to maintain with my journal too. But I think I'm going to use a little bit of washi from this to just stick it up at the bottom of the page here. And I'm going to put a little floral or something. Maybe, yeah, maybe these little lanterns are cute. So hard to choose, so hard. And I'm really rough with this, just as you can see, nothing special, just kind of doing, I'm not into the red there, yeah, and I'm just gonna stick this I'm sorry that the camera was out of focus at some point, because my camera is not amazing at zooming, so I have to keep the camera rather close to me, so if I move it at any point, sometimes it's completely out of frame. Okay, so that's kind of my setup for now. I don't think there's anything else that I wanted to add. Let me just check if there was anything that yeah, I think in my journal I'm going to be much more, you know, decorative, but in my planner itself I want it to be, as I said, more functional. For the middle sticker today, I think I'll do something for yesterday, should I say. We'll do something like this. And yesterday there was quite a few things going on. There was shop stuff and personal stuff. And then I had sort of emails. So, shop, I had personal, and I'm still sort of working on perfecting each of the areas, because I know there is much more things that I would sort of need to divide into categories, so it would make just more sense for goals too. But yesterday I had to do the normal packing orders. Cleaning the office. Had to bring some of my printers for repair. So if there's an X next to it, it means it's done. What else did we need to do? We needed to visit the hardware store. We needed to check on packages that we're receiving. Next, in the personal section, we had someone coming over last night, so we needed to clean up. Then I had my self-care evening, and I washed my hair and all of that in there. I also watched Time with Hannes. And of course this one will function better when it's done prior to. So I will, like, each morning make my mind map and then do my list as I go out through my day. And then so I just have a correspondence thing because I had quite a few people I needed to message back yesterday. So I had emails from the shop. Then I had friends and family. I had some IG messages. Okay, so that gives, I guess, a little idea of how I'm planning to use my personal and work planner, which is going to be really simple and really needs to be, as I said, completely functional and not like overcrowding. In this section on the first page, I really want to put some of the things I want to get like done So I think each month I might use the first of the month as a sort of inbox area, so I can write out all the things that I need to do for the shop and personal. So I think what I'm going to do is basically just put a line down the page and I'm going to have a personal and work section, and then that sets me up for the month of, based on my original goals, what I need to do for the month. And also I have those reoccurring tasks that I just need to do. I was thinking to do a reoccurring sort of task area in the back of my planner. I'm still working on thinking of a layout, how to do that, but for now this is how I'm planning to. So work / shop and personal. And as I said, this planner, you will see, is not as sophisticated as my journal, because with my journal I love to decorate. I just love it, but I feel like sometimes, I don't know if you get that also, but for me, if I over decorate a functional planner too, it then puts me in an overwhelm where I find it then hard to actually use the planner. So yeah, that's why I want to keep the setup pretty basic in this. Okay, and this is going to be basically a running to-do list. Do I have, let's see, I'm going to use this monthly sticker here that just will remind me that this is my monthly to-do list. Oops. Whoa, come on. Because there is things that I do on a monthly basis too that sort of, they stay the same, like designing the kits and other things like that. But I'm gonna, ooh, I sort of ripped that in half, but I'm gonna pop this down here. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, why you should use your tweezers. And a little floral. Maybe just something blue here and something pink. A little bit of pink wouldn't go amiss here, I think. Maybe this little coffee, because you know we all love a good coffee. Okay, lovelies, we finally are up to date. So this is the setup for my January daily section. I'm not sure if I'm like loving, this is my first time using the dated planner, so I'm not sure if I'm loving this basic look, but I'm going to try it for a month to see how I like that. And this is my setup, and then we're on to a blank page tomorrow. So that is my January setup, and as I said in the back here, I'm thinking to make some trackers or something, but I haven't yet decided. But so far, let me now run through really quickly the main idea of the planner and how it is set up. So now we have that set up. This is what my planner looks like from inside. Just going really quickly through it. We have the front page, and this is just a washi tape in the background. You can do it with any washi tape. That washi is from our store. And I just have this card pocket stuck in. Next, I just have a name page with stickers from the advent box, and then a dashboard which I have made with little speckles of gold. This is also available now on our website. Also, here is just a little bow from the stickers that I showed you. And then we have the yearly planner, which is a freebie, linked below, and then some dashboards. Then I have this little quote which is covered with my letter to myself, and a little vision board, important dates that I need to fill in, my index. For instance, I will write the first we went to swim in the lake, so those sort of things, so that when I like go back to look, I will have like a recollection of where something is. For instance, if on the first we had the March kit, so if I wanted to see how the March kit looked like, I could put here that I added a photo of the March kit, so that, or a March kit preview, so that you can go to look. So you can, it's a really good way of indexing your planner. And then we have all the yearly section, so you have January through December here, and you just tick or cross or write down the amount of hours. And I'm ranking my mood between 1 to 10, 1 being not so good and 10 being amazing. Next we have our goal section, and that I have already written my goals out roughly, but I want to just refine them before putting them in. This is my monthly section for January, and over the month it gets more fuller and then more colorful, and in places that I don't have anything to write, I usually write something that I'm grateful for, because I really like full pages. I know some people love that minimalist look. For me, I like sort of full pages. And then here is my weekly section, which, as I said, is more basic than what my journaling would normally be, because this is made for function. And then that is my weekly section. And if we go into January, we see the January section. I have my to-do list for the month, and I have my first 2 days in January. So lovelies, that is my planner setup for my life and work planner. My work is my shop full time. And let me just show you what I have. I usually don't put this in to the pocket at the back of the planner. I put my brain dump notebook into the back, because I usually take this out if I'm writing in it for a long period of time, because I like to fill my pockets with loads of dangly things, but they're not great to write on when it's a new planner. So at the minute it's not in the cover, but this is how I will be carrying my planner around with me. So in here I have just put a piece of paper, a rough piece of paper that I had, and I used this little die cutting machine to cut that out, and you can get them on Amazon, and my link is below. There should be a few options in my items. Also in here, what else do I got? I got some samples of the February kit that we printed to see how they're gonna look like. So I'm just leaving them in here. And then I've got my sticky notes. These are so useful when you are setting up your planner. For instance, you write here what each page is for, and you can make a tab on the side, so you know what page you still have to go to. So that's what I did with mine. And then on the here I have 2 of our planner magnets from our shop. I have this card, Believe in Yourself. I have this morning and evening affirmations. These are in our shop, and it was from the Advent last year. There's something we hand make in the shop. And then I have also the clear acrylic card with 3 of my favorite washi tapes on it. We also have these cards in the shop. They're really cute. You can put them in your pocket just like this, and then you have the little bow sticking out, and they just help you to organize washi on the go. Then in here I have one of the stickers from the Shabby Chic collection. I have this little bookmark that my supplier sent me a few years ago, and I think it's super cute, so I just keep it in here. I have this other die cut which was from the winter collection, Winter Wonderland box, and then I have the In 100 Days tracking card. This I'm going to start on Monday, and I'm going to be walking for 100 days for 45 minutes a day. So that's my goal, starting from Monday. Today is Friday. I have a few days left. Inside in my pockets I just have the tabs that I have not used yet from Rosey Posey, our collection, and some script stickers from our shop also. That is basically everything. On my cover I have basically, yeah, everything on this cover is from our shop. Rosey Posey, this was from the Shabby Chic collection. These are actually pet tape, these florals, and it's Penciled Woods is the name of the pet tape. This is from the Boss collection, Fashionista, Boss Fashionista, and then this was also a new sticker recently in our shop, CEO, Conquer Every Obstacle. And then here is one of the stickers from the Cozy Fall collection, Good Morning Lovely and Grateful. So lovelies, that is everything from my A5 planner. I'm calling it my life planner because it's basically my whole life, my shop, everything in one, but it's a planner. So that is that set up, and I'm going to see you, I'm going to leave this video as it is now, and I'm going to see you in the next part of the video, which I will be filming now, but I'm going to cut it off here and I will upload it a few days after this one. But yeah, so the next video I'm going to show you my B6 journal, and I'm going to set it up for the month of January with you also, and I'll run through like how I've actually set it up for my journal and for mental health and everything. So lovelies, thank you so much for tuning in again to another video. I'm so grateful when I see everybody with their Rosey planners and tagging me in the photos. You have no idea how happy it really makes me. I'm so grateful for everyone, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And lovelies, if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please do. It helps other people to find us. So lovelies, I'm gonna see you in the next part of this video, which will be my B6 journal setup for 2025. And thank you for watching this one today. So see you in the next one. Bye lovelies, bye.